Welcome to What's Up Oxford. Today's first guest is Denise from the Plattsville and District Heritage Society. Welcome to the show.
Thank you, Shane, for having me.
So you're here to talk about a new exhibit coming up at the Chesterfield Museum and Archives, A Decade of Treasures. Tell me about it.
Well, it's our 10th anniversary at Chesterfield. We're situated in the former Chesterfield United Church, which is now our museum and archives. And for the last 9 years, we've had a major exhibit, except for during COVID, of course. But we're bringing back all of our themes from the past 9 shows and to put it together in the church this summer.
Wow. And what are some of these themes?
Well, we start with a wedding display and quilts and interactive toys. We have a room that looks like the 20s, 30s, and 40s. We have a huge display of clubs, teams, and organizations. So it kind of looks back to what organizations ran in our communities. We have a 50s diner and a Christmas display with, I believe there's 7 full-size trees dating back to the early 1800s to a modern-day Christmas tree. We have a jukebox. We have a 50s and 60s exhibit, and probably the biggest thing people are going to love is the huge Barbie display. Barbie, of course, turned 65, and we have a huge collection of vintage Barbies. We have a huge display of Disney movies and the characters. Disney turned 100 years old. We also have a kitchen or a country store from the early 1900s, and Elvis has taken over a living room. He's truly there in everything you see in that room. So it's going to be an exciting show. We also have vintage jewelry from the Queen Victoria age to the 1960s. There's a collection of designer purses back from the day, and yeah, it's just so much to see and do. Also a great opportunity to learn things because many of our members who are so into collecting, and we loan all these items from our members and community members, so none of it belongs to us. It's just on loan, and we ensure that each item gets back to that person. But there's a lot of research done. So there's a lot of history that you can learn. Some people that come in want to read everything to learn what it's like in life in the 50s and 60s or the 20s and 30s. So there's a lot of research if people want to, just paragraphs at a time that just gives them some information about what life was like over the time periods.
Wow, it sounds massive.
You know what? The entire church is filled.
Wow.
And we have a wedding dress from 1901, and I'm thinking there's 8 or 9 wedding dresses that bring you all the way up to the 1990s.
How do you get all this stuff together?
We collect and we plan. It helped that we had our previous 9 shows because we do a picture book for every year that we do a show.
Right.
So we can remember what we had. So we went through and we kind of chose our favorite themes or rooms that we've done in the past, and we just pull it together. We have one woman, Marg Sheedle, and she's a big planner. Like, she's probably planning about the show in 3 years' time. But she's our mastermind, and she comes up with her ideas and our lists, and then the rest of us scurry around and ask to borrow items. So
wow,
it's pretty cool.
When does this open?
It opens on Saturday, June the 22nd, and we run through September the 14th. We're open on Saturdays from 10 a.m. to 4 p.m., but we are willing to open any day or evening. People just need to let us know. We just don't have the manpower to, the volunteers to sit there each and every day waiting for people to come.
I was going to say, you must have a lot of volunteers.
We have quite a few volunteers, but yeah, people just need to let us know and we'll open for them. We've opened for 2 people. We've opened for families of 10 or 20. So yeah, we just want people to come and see and learn what life has been like over the years.
Wow, that's really nice.
Yeah, it's free. We take donations. That's what the cost to admit is. And yeah, the money just continues the work of the society. So
What else does the District Heritage Society do?
we have a huge archives collection. We have family histories, we have old photos, we have farm histories, we have barn histories, just any items that people, a lot of families, when people pass away, their families don't know what to do with their collection of family mementos and pictures and stuff. And instead of it going into a dumpster, we get boxes of items. It could be old business memorabilia, old newspapers, anything like that that has to do with our area, which encompasses from Plattsville to Bright to Washington to Ratho. We have quite a huge area that our society maintains history on.
That is amazing.
Yeah.
Okay, so June 22nd, where can people find out more information?
They can go to our website, plattsvilledistrictheritage.com, or they can email me at plattsvilledistrictheritage@gmail.com.
That's great. Thank you so much for coming on the show today.
Thanks very much for inviting us.
Okay, we'll be right back.